to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
There are no easy games in season 2022, and tonight the Manawatu Jets are sure to test an undermanned Hawke's Bay Hawks. Both teams are coming off a loss as the race for the final six heats up. Who's going to bounce back, the Jets or the Hawks? Welcome to Fly Palmy Arena. Tuesday night action tipping off round 10 in the Zealand NBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Great to have you with us. Justin Nelson in the commentary position tonight, and right alongside me, Brooke Rusco. Good evening.
Good evening. Tuesday night basketball. How lucky are we? Fly Palmy Arena, and the question is who's going to fly higher out of these two teams tonight. Both have to, both need to. The Jets looking to bounce back after a tough loss, a heavy loss to the Airs the other night, and this Hawke's Bay Hawks team need to get this win, but they lose out on two of their form key their leaders in Ethan Rusbach and Hiram Harris, their captain, and also arguably the MVP of the Hawks this season. So someone needs to step up. Who's going to step up for them? Is it a strength in numbers thing? 40 minutes, we'll find out.
Who's going to fly higher? I did see what you did there.
Nice
Nice work. Let's have a look at the ladder as we enter round 10. And it's busy as always. We know that. We've got so much basketball coming your way on Sky Sport, especially with Taihi Basketball Aotearoa tipping off tomorrow night. How good's that? But look at this ladder. The Jets win. All of a sudden, they're back up in that race for the final six. The Hawks also coming off a loss. They've got some teams snapping at their heels. And as you said, no Rusbach, no Harris tonight. They've got to try and cover 30 points, 17 rebounds and 7 assists, and about 67 minutes with those two missing on Tall Black's duty.
Well, leadership has to step up, and I put that on Jared Kenny tonight, and the likes of Jordan Hunt and Daron Rokawa. But when I see this ladder right here, all I see is excitement. How exciting is that to be a part of the Zealand NBL in 2022? Round 9, Tuesday night basketball, and that Nelson Giants team, the culture that they are building down there, the structure, the consistency, and big Sammy Dempster, the captain, the man who has found the fountain of youth. Just what they are doing and the product that they are putting out there so far this year, they should be extremely proud of themselves, but need to close out the season.
Well, that's the way the ladder looks after 9 rounds. We enter round 10 tonight. Let's have a look at the games coming up. Of course, starting with Tuesday night action with this one. And then it's a bit of a gap till Friday night. The Sharks and the Tuatara. Tuatara have lost 4 in a row, believe it or not. Giants in the Airs. How big is that one on Saturday?
Hey, that's the round of the game of the round for me. It's back in Nelson. But what the Taranaki Airs did in their last game, they welcomed in another import. They played with this joy, this enthusiasm. They got up and down. It was an exciting brand of basketball. They put on 131 points on this Manawatu Jets team. But in saying that, Nelson Giants have been sound on defense all year long, so I think that is going to be a ball game come Saturday night.
I don't think the Giants have lost away from home this season either.
You like that?
That's how good they've been. Bulls and Rams on Saturday night. That one also live on Prime. Nuggets and Tuatara, Saints and Airs on Sunday. That is a big game, 5 p.m. in the capital on Sunday. Saints in the Airs, look out for that one. Let's have a look at the Hawks starters tonight, and as you mentioned, Brooke, no Ethan Rusbach, no Hiram Harris. They're on national duties. Kenny, AG, Hunt, Exeter and Rakawa, the starting unit. Jack Exeter's had a very good season. He now steps up and he's going to play some meaningful or more meaningful minutes tonight.
Yeah, just quietly. He's having himself a little season right here. Can they win this game and will they win this game is two completely separate things. Time will tell, but I personally think that it's going to be a strength in numbers. You can't fill in the shoes of a Ethan Rusbach and a Hiram Harrison. It's probably the only time of the season that those two players won't be playing, but it's on Jordan Hunt. Jared Kenny's going to go out there and, if Jared Kenny plays how Jared Kenny plays, control the pace of this game. And if Daron can get going as well and hopefully get this Jets team into foul trouble, it will go a long way into helping out this Hawke's Bay Hawks team get this one on the road. Nice
crowd in here tonight for Tuesday night action in the Zealand NBL. Let's have a look at the Jets starters, and they are at full strength. Crawford, Bohannon, Salmon, Momosia and Najdawi, the starters. That is Klein Salmon, the 21-year-old. Of course, his younger brother Nathaniel also in the team. There was some question marks over John Bohannon with some illness, but we can tell you he will be lining up and taking his spot. And that is music to the ears of the Jets Green Army.
There's a what in. Yeah, I think they're at the point of the season. I find it quite interesting, but their 3 imports don't play any more than 30 minutes. Again, they share the load, but in this one, I think you let the dogs off the leash.
Let them go.
Play, let them go, and you know you need to win this game. And we'll come back to this, and we'll talk about this a lot because they are such integral parts of the Hawke's Bay Hawks team. But without Ethan Rusbatch, without Hiram Harris, this is your chance. And personally, I just think let the boys play. And I like to see Shane Tamata, how he's playing this year, but I'm a big fan of him on social media. If you've never seen him on socials, he is hilarious.
Look out. Let's have a look at the head-to-head because I think Shane Tamata gets a bit of a mention tonight in the head-to-head. Thing that jumps out to me here, turnover margin, 9th and 10th. Look at that. And even the margin between 9th and 10th. These are two teams that need to look after the ball more.
You nailed it. Look after the ball. Protect the ball. It's gold. This is like buying a house in Auckland. You finally get one. Don't give it up. Don't lose those interest rates. You have to protect the ball. And you know when you're coming 9th and 10th, it's the worst thing that a coach can see. So
listen to you, the property mogul, hey?
Well, I actually don't have a house, so
there you
who
go.
am I to say?
Hey, rebounds, these two teams equal second across the league at the moment. That scoring margin also, when the Jets lose, as we saw on Saturday against the Airs, they lose by a bit.
Yeah, that's and they need to make this a ball game. They cannot go out. They actually need to, you know, make that first punch, make that second punch, go for the KO nice and early. Because you do not want to get blown out by this Hawks team on the road.
How's Benny there, just saddling up to the crowd, getting them ready for this big one. Let's have a look at in fact, before we have a look at the officials, tomorrow night is a massive night in the history of women's basketball here in New Zealand. Tihi Basketball Aotearoa, proudly sponsored by GJ Gardner Homes. Every game live on Sky Sport. 7 p.m. tip-off tomorrow night. It is going to be so much fun. It's the Poakai and the Hoiho, part of history for those two teams. And from everything I'm hearing down at Cal Stadium, if you haven't got a ticket yet, you need to get in really, really quickly. Massive crowd expected tomorrow night. For
we talked about the ladder before, how exciting that was in the men's Zealand NBL. But this just screams excitement to me. You're absolutely right. It's a part of history. It's going to be fun. The people who are coming back, we've got Crawford that we haven't seen in years. We've got imports who are going to be amazing. The coaches, the product that is going to go out there, and for us to see it week in, week out, game in, game out. You're right, history, and I'm so excited for this league. Yeah,
best of luck to all of the players. Referees tonight, Melanie O'Connor, Sharon Martin, and Brad Clive. Nice crowd in here for a Tuesday night at Fly Palmy Arena. It's the only time, I think, all season that we have a Tuesday night game in the Cells NBL.
Mate, we're spoiled for choice, aren't we?
We are, absolutely.
Yeah. And I love playing here as well. You know me, I hate to talk about myself, but won a few national championships out here, so it brings fond memories.
Actually, one thing I did learn coming into tonight, we were sitting there talking about the ladder, and you've got, when I used to play there, and I used to play there.
Hey, this is off-air chats.
How many teams?
Mate, I was a bit of a journeyman. I played for the Jets, played for the Giants, played for Auckland, 3. I never played for Wellington. I never played for the Saints, where I'm from.
No, I don't think they want you there either.
Yeah, it felt like that.
Hey, how was their bounce-back win on Sunday over the Bulls? That was exciting.
Yeah, it was impressive, and it was a must. They showed up, and just for context, you know, Guy Malloy, who was the head coach up until that point of the season, was let go, and ownership went all on the players. And, man, did they show up, and you know, the start of a new season, I guess, for the Wellington Saints. They need to get on a bit of a roll and win the next one against the Airs, and then, you know, push that run out to 3, 4, 5 games. But you're absolutely right. What they put on the floor against a team that absolutely destroyed them the week before, it was impressive.
A tip for you tonight, Brooke. Who are you going for, the Jets or the Hawks?
Undermanned Hawks team. A bounce-back game for the Jets. I liked how they were playing. And saying all that, I go for the Hawks.
I love the fact that you put a lot of thought into that. The Jets are going to get first possession for this one tonight. Cells NBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Great to have you with us as Paif Momosia goes searching and misses everything first up. And it's going to allow the Hawks to get their first look in this game. They were on the court only 48 hours ago. Great handoff from Hunt to AG, and the Hawks are up and flying.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the pace that the Hawke's Bay Hawks play at. Hiram Harris does such a good job of pushing the pace for this team, and Ethan Rusbatch is quick with the trigger and gets up a lot of shots for this team. So are they going to push the ball? Are they going to slow it down? What are they going to do? I think Jared Kenny will own the pace of the game if the defense is right.
Salmon goes from range, comes up short. Jared Kenny back the other way. We've said it many times this season. He's in his 19th year in the Cells NBL. Quite remarkable. Offensive foul there, moving screen court against Jordan Hunt. I did want to talk about Tawan AG. I think we're going to see him play big minutes tonight. Amazingly, he's averaging less than 23 minutes a game.
Wow. He's had a highlight, though. That game winner in his first game here. Put it on the map that he's here to play in. I think you're right. He's in for a big one tonight. He's got no choice.
And he's been in some pretty good form lately as well. Here's Zayn Najdawi, crowded. Skips it out to Salmon. He can't score. The Jets still searching. 90 seconds into this one. Round 10 is underway. Here's Rakawa. What a player he is in the Cells NBL. He thought there was contact. Bohannon got the block. Salmon back the other way off the glass. And there we go, the Green Army finding some voice.
And what I like from Salmon there is he's missed 2 shots but didn't lose confidence. Got out and ran, got the wide open layup and finished through contact. And I think he should have gone into Jordan Hunt just a little bit more. Reason is he's already got one. He's going to be an integral part of this game as Exeter gets to the foul line, but he's going to be an integral part of the game. And if you can put him in foul trouble, it's going to go a long way to help this Jets team. But nonetheless, got to the rim, finished well.
First foul of the game for John Bohannon. That will please the Hawks. Bohannon, the #1 rebounder in the Cells NBL. And for a big man, it should be said, Bohannon, one of the best when it comes to passing as well, going at more than 5 assists a game.
Yeah, just athletic, but he's got a nose for the ball. Reads the ball well when it comes off the rim. Always seems to be in the right place, and you're right, can pass the ball as well.
Jack Exeter has had a good season playing off the bench for the Hawks. Tonight, he gets thrust into the starting lineup with a couple of stars missing. Here's Crawford. He really needs to get going for the Jets in this one. Gets to the elbow. What a shot from Robert Crawford.
That's old school. Tough finish. Got to the elbow. Good defense, good shot.
Rakawa steps back and he answers Crawford with one of his own.
And Jerome can get going quick. You know, there's a few spark plugs in the Cells NBL. We always talk about Nico McCulloch who can turn it on and, you know, a streaky type of player. I don't know if Jerome's streaky, but he can score quickly. Crawford gets back-to-back buckets too.
Yeah, nothing but net for Robert Crawford. Some good early signs here for the Jets. If their #2 can get going. Jared Kenny winding back the clock. Got to the rack. Is fouled and he's off to the Resine stripe for a look at a couple of early ones. Here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. A little bit of contact there. The 36-year-old is going at 82% from the stripe this season.
Jared's 36.
36. Don't let him know that I told you that.
He looks good.
Keep it a secret. Makes the first. What a wonderful servant he has been to the Cells NBL.
And on top of that, he's probably a better person.
Yep, great.
Jared is just a lovely person to be around. The utmost professional. Served the Hawke's Bay Hawks for, he must be going on 15 plus years now. Extraordinarily well. You're absolutely right. He's just been a servant of this game. And in national duties as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And here he is, right on cue. Jared Kenny finds Exeter. Crawford with some good hands. Exeter gets possession back. Kenny will settle to the corner. Here's Jordan Hunt. That one's short. Najdawi cops one across the grill. Jordan Hunt walks away from it. Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay here. There's the shot. Now watch Jordan Hunt come in here. Najdawi, oh, and that's...
Oh, he got him.
That's heavy contact in the end. That's shaken up the Jordanian American, Zayn Najdawi. Some heavy contact, and he's taking his time to get back to his feet here. More than just a poke in the eye.
And more so, puts Jordan Hunt on the bench. That's a second foul.
Well, that's probably why he walked straight back down the other way. There was no apology. He must have known that he needed to take a spell with 2 early fouls. Crawford not far away. Looking to get his 3rd basket in a row for the Jets. Kenny inside. AG timed his jump right off the glass. And he's happy with that. But he will get called for a delay.
But Hannah just seems a little bit slow for me at the moment. There was questions of whether he was going to play through contact right there, AG, but I watched him on the closeout and then just also on that as well. Looks like he might be, to me, and maybe I'm absolutely wrong, but he's just saving himself for a little bit later on in this ball game.
Hawks by 1, 4 minutes into this one. Bohannon wants it down low on Kenny. Now Najdawi finds a way around onto that left, can't finish. Exeter picks it up. Chance goes begging for the Jets. Points hard to come by early in this Tuesday night contest. Here's AG spinning back, steps back, and he can't drop it either.
Like the move though. Getting the shimmy baseline, came back to the middle and good movement away from the ball that allowed him to get that space.
Crawford one way then the other, has everyone dazzling, and in the end Najdawi's there to clean it up.
And he'll be disappointed with that miss, but more so is that's just too easy. But more so, what he did was he got to the rim. Defense had to collapse, and Najdawi right there.
Here's Bohannon, good matchup this with AG. Salmon inside, cutting to the basket. Payton Morcia. Great setup. Fantastic finish by the Jets. They're out by 1.
And Pace had a huge season coming away from the Otago Nuggets last year, and they'll give him more of an opportunity here with the Jets, and he started all season long. He's the captain of this team as well, and they're relishing in their starting role.
Here's Crawford. They bring it back out. Bohannon drops it down to Najdawi. Some attention from Bailey. Good defense by Quinton Bailey, but he will get picked up for that off the ball. There they are, the two banging bodies, Najdawi and Quinton Bailey. No doubt about the foul off the ball.
Great initial defense. Just a little bit overzealous there as soon as the ball was gone. I think he was quite excited that their defense was perfect and spot on and just had to let him know. But hey, just a little tickle to let him know he's playing this game and he's on the court.
Poor old Zane Najdawi's been a bit of a punching bag earlier in this one. Got one across the mouth early on. And now he's getting into it.
He's from Georgia. He's not backing down though. He'll be here for 40 minutes.
So the Jets out by 2. Brooke Rusco with us tonight on Sky Sport. In fact, they're out by 1 as the scoreboard corrects itself. What have you made of the opening 5 and a bit minutes?
Yeah, tough to go about it at the moment. You know, low scoring first quarter, but it's Tuesday night. It's a little bit cold down there. We'll put it down to that. And this Hawks team with huge changes. And there's no way that a couple days training can replace Ethan Rusbatch and captain, and as we've said, arguably the MVP of your team, and Hiram Harris, who are off on national duties about to represent New Zealand and the Tall Blacks on Thursday against the Philippines. Tough to cover that. And I think, you know, as this game flows through and it finds its rhythm, they'll get into a bit more of a rhythm. So this is kind of expected, and this Jets team, you know, 10 points right now and missed a few easy ones. They'll be disappointed with a few missed layups, and
I think that's Jordan Hunt's parents in the crowd there tonight, watching on.
But they'll be disappointed he fouled out so quick. So Jordan, come all this way to watch you on the bench, eh?
You reckon he'll cop a few harsh words?
He will. I also think he's going to be a huge part of this game and a vital part of the Hawks, if they do go on to win this one, to winning this ball game.
We should say hello to Pero Cameron, his coaching group, and the 16 players in the Tall Blacks squad at the moment. No doubt they're watching on Sky Sport tonight and enjoying the action. As Crawford misses on the turnaround, AG comes up with it, and he's going to do the ball carrying duty.
Gone into a zone here.
Jared Kenny doesn't mind a triple. Has always been told throughout his career to take more shots.
And he's improved there. He's vastly improved his three-point range over the last 5-6 years, going away and playing with the Perth Wildcats and then spending time with the Kents Taipans. A reliable shooter. There was times in Jared Kenny's career where that was the scout. And if you get into the paint, he's going to pick you apart.
Albertson under some pressure there, time-wise, to get the ball back into play. Ends up with AG here. Shot clock at 6. Albertson loves it in the corner, drains the triple. Just stepped onto the floor to replace Jared Kenny. What a start for Derek Albertson.
That's not the thing with confidence too. Great way to come on the ballgame.
Tukaha Cooper, was there contact? Yes, says referee Sharon Martin against Jack Exeter.
You think Bohannon knew that the Jets was a green team? Because green shoes are hard to find, or did he just get lucky with it?
We have mentioned that once or twice this season with John Bohannon. Well, they are striking green as well.
It's a vibrant green.
He wouldn't be the first international player once signed to a team to look up the team colours and go out and buy some new kicks. Here's Crawford. What about his start tonight?
3 tough shots. He's up to 6 points now, and none of the shots that he's made have been easy. So all from the mid-range, all off the dribble, shooting the ball with confidence. Great start.
I know you are a shoe man as well. Take a look at Robert Crawford and what he's wearing out there tonight. We'll keep an eye on those. Love ourselves some colourful kicks.
Here's the thing though, if you're wearing colourful kicks, you have to be able to back it up.
Oh, there we go. I like that.
And they do.
Shane Temedar underneath, has it blocked by AG, and Everard Bartlett away quickly. Rakawa.
I would just like to clarify as Tyrone gets into the rim that I do believe that they back it up. They're allowed to wear those shoes. They get the pass.
Speaking of backing up, Quinton Bailey with the putback. And the Hawks out by 2. Good contest. Tough contest early. Can the Jets respond here? Crawford. He's been good. Bohannon underneath. Some work to do. Can't finish. In the end, maybe Quinton Bailey got an extra hand on that. The Jets will claim it. And they tie it up.
And Bohannon looks sickened. Like he came second off on that play. And it looked like there was a lot of contact there as the Jets stick into this 2-3 zone. That's Darone's sweet spot. High on ball screen, that's just too easy. There's no nail there. On the scout, Darone loves to get to that mid-range and pull up, and 9 times out of 10 he's going to make that shot. And if you're going to sit in that zone, he's going to pick you apart if you keep doing that.
Tukaha Cooper. Nice basket by the young man. Again, the Hawks quickly up the floor. Bailey missed what he should have finished, but he does finish it a second time, and he's doing well on the O-boards early in this one.
Stack that stat sheet there, young fella. Darone's looking at him like, I gave you a dime, you got to finish that.
Basket for basket. Here's Crawford. Najdawi on the arc will fly over AG and makes it. Zayn Najdawi, minutes ago, dazed by some head contact, but he was seeing nothing but the ring on that occasion. And back the other way. There he is again. Rakawa. As you said, Brooks, just starting to find too much of it now if you're a Jets fan.
And it's just too easy. That's literally just a high on-ball screen. Sitting in the zone. That's his bread and butter. You just cannot allow it.
Here's Bohannon going to work on Bailey. Hands it off Najdawi, who hits the floor for the second time tonight. Turnover against the Jets. Rakawa is up to 8 points in this game early.
And 6 of those points, he had a wide open layup and transition and 2 mid-range jumpers. 6 of those points, if you're Natu Tafali, were just way too easy. If you're Darone, your eyes are lighting up. You're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm gonna get some more shots up tonight. Ethan's not here, Harim's not here. I gotta step up. So far, so good.
Now there's the all the talk of the canoes tonight. There is Robert Crawford, and I think John Bohannon back the other way might be looking for some contact lenses. We've seen this a few times in basketball.
That when you lose your contact, your teammates don't help you. You can't see. He's the only person out here that can't see.
Do you know, I never thought of that.
I always found it funny how the team would go down the other end.
They've all walked away.
Yeah.
The one player who literally can't see anything is looking for it. Well, there you go.
It's the small things in life. Yeah, he's not happy about it.
Blow me down.
Help me out, boys. No, he's just got one contact down there.
He's going to be seeing out of one eye for the rest of the night. In the corner, Tommy Ferguson into the action for the Hawks. Musuli is out there as well for the Jets. Najdawi has 7 in the opening quarter, has 9. And he's off to the Razine line for the bonus.
And an impressive first quarter as well. Given it to you a few different ways. Stepped out and hit the 3. It's been in the paint a lot as well. After taking a smack to the face earlier in this quarter, that picked up Jordan Hunt's second foul and goes up to 10 points already in this first quarter.
Oh, it's a big chance for the Jets tonight, isn't it? They had that run of 4 wins in 5 games, and then really they were humbled by the Airs last Saturday evening. Went down by 31. The Airs putting on a clinic. Big chance for the Jets tonight with no Rusbatch or Harris in this Hawks team. They'll get a late turnover and maybe a late score. No, they give it back. In fact, look who's come up with it. Tukahar Cooper. That won't get off in time. Some drama to finish the first quarter. But look at that. The home team out by 2. A lot of fun on a Tuesday night in the Zealand NBL. Jets 22, Hawks 20. Break coming up. Second quarter not too far away.
The deal is you're going to stand at the baseline, you're going to run to Benny, grab the ball, grab the rebound, run back to Benny, and as many shots as you can in 30 seconds, all right? All righty. Ready. Go. Cheer 'em on, let's go. Nice, nice. Dribble it up, go 10 seconds, hit Benny, I've got 1. 5 seconds. Woo! 3, 2, let's go, one more shot. Way, time's up. All right, I'll give Benny this. Here we go, we give you a participation t-shirt, well done. Sales t-shirt, nice work. Nice work. Boom. All right, who's ready for our second quarter? Make some noise. All right, if you can't make some noise, you don't need bangers. Who wants bangers?
Fly Palmy Arena, welcome back. 1 quarter played. Jets are up by 2, but they are minus 1 contact lens. And it was a real arm wrestle in the opening quarter. Brooke Rusco, what did you make of it?
Arm wrestle is a great way to put it. We said a couple of things at the start of the game that we thought that the imports of the Manawatu Jets needed to play this game out. They had to let the dogs off the leash, and up until no, they're still out there, excuse me. Robert Crawford and Zane Najdawi haven't come out yet, and they both delivered with 16 points combined. And one thing that Ngāti Tufali would love at the moment is Quinton Bailey gets that bucket. 1 turnover, just the 1 turnover in that first quarter.
And Quinton Bailey up to 6 points early in this game. He was one player coming in I thought may step up and play some more minutes tonight in the absence of Rusbatch and Hiram Harris. He's only been averaging 14 minutes per game this season, Quinton Bailey, so expect to see a lot more of him tonight. Here's Shane Temmeter, loves a triple. Not on this occasion. The sprightly 36-year-old Everard Bartlett getting the rebound.
He's 36 too?
He's 36 as well.
No, he looks 36. He's a good friend of mine. If he can wind the clock back in this game like he's wound back their hairline.
You're talking about great characters in the Zealand NBL. I mean, Everard Bartlett, how good has he been for the game?
Oh, he was a highlight reel back in the day. And actually, I don't want to take anything away from him now. He's a highlight reel. And one of the first teams I ever played on. He took me under his wing, and he was absolutely awesome. And it's great to see him still playing out there.
A miss there for the Hawks. Najdawi bouncing off bodies, coming in from the side. It looked like Nathaniel Salmon, the young 18-year-old. There is Najdawi. We're only about 11 minutes into this game, but he's been pummeled so far tonight. Been involved in everything, bouncing off bodies, hitting the floorboards.
All right, let's go.
And they're persisting with this 2-3 zone, and after Doran got those 2 easy buckets, it did look a little bit better, excuse me. And now they get another stop there.
Here's Crawford, very active in the opening quarter. As you heard from Brooke, hasn't left the floor yet. Temera doubled. Cooper will fire away. That one's going to be well short. Back out. Bartlett.
And they got numbers. Albertson over there wide open, still wide open.
All by himself, but how's the pass in the end? It's shorter from AG to Quentin Bailey, and Bailey's starting to become a bit of a nuisance for the Jets now. Cooper is called for the travel.
They called that an offensive foul.
Have they? Yeah, you're spot on.
One thing you hope with that foul that Cooper just picked up is that he stays aggressive. If you're not looking at the rim, you're not looking to score, getting in triple threat, it makes it easy on the defense, and he just needs to stay aggressive and put pressure on the defense all game long. But one thing that Quinton Bailey's doing at the moment is he's actually allowing his coach to leave him out there with Jordan Hunt, who is now out there as well. Sorry, they've taken Quinton Bailey off, excuse me, but he played big, huge minutes, and he allowed Jordan that extended break as he's got 2 fouls.
Bartlett will fire away from long range. Jordan Hunt getting after it. Young Tukaha Cooper comes up with the rebound. For Amos Silly doing well inside. Shane Temera putting on a highlight for the crowd here tonight at Fly Palmy Arena.
I tell you what a highlight is, his social media. It's a pleasure.
It must be good because that's the second time you've mentioned it tonight.
I want everyone to go and watch it. Everyone to go and see it. His stories, he is hilarious. And I don't know him from Bar of Soap, but I watch it every time and on cue, come on. But it is a splendid place to be, is Shane Temera's social media.
Geez, I hope it is good now that you've given it a good plug. Here is Albertson for 3. AG knocked over in the rebounding contest, but he may come up with it. He does. Everard Bartlett feeding it to AG. He's still complaining about the last passage of play, but the Hawks are out by 4.
Great pass from Everard Bartlett. It was a bit messy down there, and easy diamond. That's actually a good foul there too.
The Hawks number 5, Everard Bartlett, searching for a break here. He heads to the sideline. Let's have a look at the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Well, AG was still complaining about the no call. There he is. In the end, the ball just ended up in his lap.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and he's good as well and got lucky on that one too. So, take the 2 points, and the foul that Everard Bartlett just gave up is it's a veteran foul. Wasn't going to get in front of him. Knew the sub was coming. Great foul.
Crawford around Kenny. Kenny reaching in at the end. Gets called for the foul, and Robert Crawford is off to the coloured stripe. And he's been a workhorse so far tonight for the Jets.
Hasn't come off yet, and it's exciting to see that potentially Robert Crawford, Zane Najdawi, and John Bohannon, all 3 imports, are going to play extended minutes because nothing to lose at this point.
No, he's got the Resine shoes on as well. It's almost as if he's colour matched it to the foul line. Robert Crawford.
And hasn't died wondering so far. He's up to 8 points now. Assists, rebounds. Ticking all the boxes and just playing hard. And if they want to get this one, he's going to have to be a huge part.
Well, you get the feeling tonight, Brooke, nothing's going to come easy for these 2 teams. We could be in for a big one. We saw some thrillers in round 9. How about the Sharks getting the Rams by 1? Here's Rakawa, pulls up, comes up short, may have been a hand in there. Jordan Hunt, though, there to finish it off for the Hawks. Restores that 4-point lead.
That was a pass. Throws too good from the mid-range, and I hope he gets an assist on that one. Without a doubt. I bet the house that I don't have, that was a pass.
You were talking up the Jets and the way they were looking after the ball in the first quarter. They've had a couple of turnovers in this second period so far.
Yep. And it has been the Achilles heel of this team so far this season, and they do need to protect the ball, and Hawks just pushed this one out to 4.
There's Jared Kenny, ready to bring this one in. Let's see what the Hawks can do under their basket. He goes to the corner. Jack Exeter, great finish. Smart pass by Kenny. And just like that, in a close contest, we have a 7-point margin. So Jets need to be careful here. Hawks are making their run. They're very good at pushing hard when their noses are up. Bohannon battling for it underneath. Loose ball. Temida lucky to get a hand on it. Hawks come up with it though. AG, great pass to Jordan Hunt. How's the setup on a plate?
You're absolutely right. They called that a diamond. Great running there from Jordan Hunt. Thought he missed a roam there, but right, put that one on a platter, and Jordan Hunt ran the lane well, and easy 2 points. And man, they pushed this thing out to 9 quick.
Coach Natu Tafela has seen enough. He wants to have a chat. Maybe that man can help him out. He's got the colour for it, hasn't he? It's just something about the colour green, isn't there?
It goes with everyone's eyes, doesn't it?
So midway through the second, the Hawks have made a push here. They're out by 9. Start of round 10 tonight. Tuesday night action in the Zealand NBL, and it is a bumper week coming up. Something like 11 games in the next 7 days, with To'ihi Basketball Aotearoa tipping off tomorrow night. It's going to be great to have the women back on court in action. Brand new league, brand new era of women's basketball in New Zealand. Cannot wait. Pauakai up against the Hoi Ho tomorrow from 7 p.m. And of course, every game in the Zealand NBL and the GJ Gardner To'ihi live on Sky Sport.
And rumour has it, I've been doing a little bit of research that the Pauakai are the early favourites in this one.
I think you're right.
Tessa, if you're watching, cousin of mine, Tessa Boini.
They've recruited very well.
Also, with all that, we sprinkle in an international game with our Tall Blacks playing on Thursday.
Here's AG. Hands it off. Hunt goes to the corner. Here's Jack Exeter for another triple. Heating up in that corner. Jack Exeter, the former Ram, now a Hawk, getting hot, and they're out by 12.
And he's just playing with extreme confidence. He shot that ball like it was his right to shoot the ball, and rightfully so.
Back the other way, Shane Temida.
He's been shooting the ball well all year long from deep.
Now they've got to get a stop. Exeter, a little bit of a heat check there. Can the Jets respond? Look out, Temida's got some room. He loves these situations, Shane Temida. Nearly 19 points a game. 3.3 triples. The 26-year-old back-to-back threes. And they bring that margin back to 6. Good response from the Jets.
Yeah, great response. The Hawks have done a great job of collapsing the defense. They've found 3 corner threes already in the deep pocket in this game. And Shane Temida just said, you know what, just hold on a second, guys. I got a couple threes of my own to make, and he responded with a 3 of his own in the corner, and then that transition 3 there as well. You got to find him when you get out and run on turnovers. He's not shy at all. He's going to put it up, and if he's not going to get it from 3, extremely athletic as well, and can put one on your head.
Now, we were just talking about GJ Gardner Holmes, To'ihi tipping off tomorrow. I don't want to give too much away, but
here we go. I love when you say but.
There's a big announcement coming tomorrow from one of the teams, a player announcement, and I think you'll find there are those green boots of John Bohannon. Just wanted to keep you in suspense there for a little bit longer. I think you'll find that it is the highest WNBA draft pick player in Ta'ihi this season. That's how big this player is that's being announced tomorrow. So look out.
Can you give a clue as to where this person may be going?
No. I'll tell you where
Try your luck, you're right.
I'll tell you where Jordan Hunt's going. He's going straight to the rack out of that timeout. Lead back out to 8 by the Hawks. I think it's a central location.
I feel like you're going to be in trouble tomorrow.
Or tonight. Nazdawi goes from deep. That one's off. Bohannon scrapping after it. Underneath, off the glass. A little bit too hard in the end. Jets really needed that one. And now the Hawks come back strong through Kenny. Rakawa always active. Jordan Hunt, look at the space here. He loves the triple as well. Can't convert. Here's Bohannon. Came in under a cloud of uncertainty with some illness. Rakawa skipping through. AG. He tries to go through John Bohannon, and the ladder one out. They've got the numbers here going down through the middle. Is Shane Temeda in the end. Very smart foul by Jared Kenny. He'll make Shane Temeda earn it from the Resine line.
Just a messy passage of basketball there over the last 5 or 6 possessions, but outcome worked out well for the Manawatu Jets as Shane Temeda got to the rim, and God rest his soul, Kenny Mack always used to tell us, turn your wrist and throw it down. See what time it is, and he's too athletic to be giving us a finger roll in transition. He's got to get up there and just throw that bad boy down.
Well, he's an 85% shooter normally from the Resine. Splits these two. Margin hovering at 7. 3 minutes to half time here. Can the Jets stay close, or will the Hawks look to make their run now?
And they've done a better job here of marking Daron off this high on-ball screen.
Here is Daron. Now Jordan Hunt has the big fella Bohannon in front of him, but he answers the challenge. Jordan Hunt, nice little finger roll off the right.
Patient. A few years ago, I don't know if he makes that move and finishes that well, but just patient there, took his time and got to his sweet spot and finished well.
Crawford taking a break at the moment. Jets might need to get him back out there. Here's Temeda twisting and turning and finishing. Big basket from Shane Temeda. And you look at a bonus now.
He already showed up in this last 3 or 4 minutes as Daron fought well, but I think he tried to foul him as well as he could and pushed him out, but
well, he was wearing him like a cheap suit in the end. He was all over him. So Temeda piling up the points in this second quarter.
Yeah, he's up to 11 now on a really quick 11, and for Daron, just his first foul. So
well, he's taken that 6-man role this season, Shane Temeda, and has really embraced it from all reports out of the Jets camp. I don't know that there's a 6th Man of the Year award, but Shane Temeda is doing his best by running around telling everyone there should be.
Hey, and I'm being honest. They can continue to grow and rack up a few more wins, without a doubt. I think he's your man. How about this? Let's do a...
Well, there's not too many people coming off the bench this year going at 19 points a game.
Yeah, but it always kind of goes back to, but you're right with that. You're absolutely right with that, and I can't argue with that, but a lot of it goes to wins and losses. But he has to be the top contender at the moment. What about this most improved? We surely have to go with Sammy Dempster at the moment.
Sam Dempster, the 31-year-old most improved player in the competition. Big block by Temeda on Bailey. AG feeling it and getting up. Woo. Gets one for the Hawks.
Footwork and body control, and just used the body and spun right off. That's pretty. That's beautiful basketball.
He has wound back the clock, Sammy Dempster, at the Giants, hasn't he? Amazing stuff. Here's Temeda. What a quarter he's having.
It's too easy just getting behind the D. We talked about this. He can score in multiple ways. He's given us 3 threes, a couple dunks. Excuse me, just the 1 dunk, but he's got to the rim, posted up, managed to get to the free throw line as well. So just a magnitude of ways that he can score.
Good defense. Paif Momosia on Rakawa. Back they come again. Look out. Temeda on the heat check, if you don't mind. Shane T, number 3.
Find that man.
Brings it back to 3. How impressive has he been this quarter, Rusco?
Absolutely, up to 14 points now quickly and just playing with extreme confidence. And he's got out in transition a few times and ran to their three-point line, and they're finding him. And you know, when a player like this gets hot,
He's going to
find him again.
He's going to be by himself here. Oh no, Quentin Bailey's gone to him now. Najdawi up and over the top. AG was in there, but Bohannon with the finish, and just like that, the Jets have fired up the engines left and right, and they've powered their way back into this one.
Yeah, man, it's a blink of an eye, and it's a one-point ball game. And get the stop here, and they go into halftime with all the momentum.
Here's Rakawa, dying seconds of the first half, stepping around. Smart play, smarter finish.
He's a professional scorer. And he's had to step up today without Ethan and Harmon. He absolutely has done that up to 10 points now.
Important late basket. Here he is on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, right on the buzzer. And with that, the Hawks lead by 3. Now this might be a story here. Jerome Rakawa is limping, clearly favouring his right leg there. That is a story. We'll have a look at that and talk about it during the halftime break. Hawks have it by 3. Tuesday night action in the Zealand NBL round 10 underway. Stats coming up after the break.
All right, so you had to be over 18 to enter this draw. One shot, halfway. All right, you're not allowed to put your foot over the line either. Let's go, Benny. Drum roll, please. Turbulence. Thank you. And the winner to shoot, to try their luck to shoot for 10 grand is Cody McInnes. Cody McInnes. In little C-L-I or I-N-N-E-S. Sorry, my English isn't very great. It's my third language. Do we have a Cody? Cody McInnes? If you're not down here soon, I can't see you. Yep, we're coming. All right. Lucky I forgot to redraw. All right, bring it down. Woo. The pressure. Are you a professional basketball player? Okay, good, because you weren't allowed to do it if you were. All right. Are you ready? You've been practicing? Okay, one shot. See this line? You're not allowed to skip over it, all right? All right. No, we can't kick basketballs. It's rugby. Yeah, can stretch. All right, we ready? All right, cheer on, guys. Let's go. That's a technique. All right, let's see how that goes. Oh, hard luck. Good try. Thank you for participating. All righty. Congrats there. Thank you very much. Give it up for Cody. I'll give you, actually, hey, Cody, you can have that ball. Nice work. Just give it up for Cody. Awesome work, guys. All right, we're going to bring out Anomaly Dance Crew. All right. They're going to do a little bit of a show for us. Let's give it up for Anomaly. All right, so Anomaly are Manawatu's top hip-hop studio based here in Palmerston North. So make sure to go on and check them out on Facebook and Instagram for class details. Tonight performing is the Senior Mega Crew. Let's give it up for Anomaly!
Welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena. Halftime in this one. We've got a contest tonight in the Zealand NBL as round 10 gets underway. The dance crew on the floor here at Fly Palmy Arena. Hawks have it by 3 at the half over the Jets. Justin Nelson and Brooke Rusco with you. Let's take a look at the stats. Brooke, talk us through them.
Yeah, man, huge second quarter right there from Shane Tomato. They really brought this one back up to 17 points. Now I think he had 3 going into that second quarter and just blew it out. 3 threes, got to the rim, got to the foul line, did a great job there. Jerome and AG have done a great job as well just to keep the scoreboard ticking. There was a point there where the Hawks are up 12 and I guess it became the Tomato show and brought this thing back.
And how about Zane Najdawi? We did talk about the fact that the Jets maybe final 6 aspirations on the line. They got the chance with the Hawks missing 2 of their stud starters. And they had to play their imports more for us, the Jets, and they've done that in the first half.
Yeah, let the boys play and rewarded as well, just the way that they've played. You know, Zane Najdawi is out to 10 points and 7 rebounds already. Robert Crawford has not died wondering. He's put up 8 shots. He's got 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. But just the fact that they're out there, the presence of them out there. And, you know, John Bohannon, only the 2 points at the moment and the 5 rebounds. But, you know, just to have him out there, change shots up. He lost contact as well, so he's doing this with one eye at the moment. Just to have them out there, their presence, I think, is huge. And expect them to play huge minutes here in this second half.
Speaking of one eye, some of the best one-eyed supporters in the Zealand NBL in and around Palmerston North. The Jets trail by 3 at the half. On the other side of the break, one of the biggest stories of the week in basketball broke yesterday. We're going to talk about that on the other side of this break. See you soon.
Cause she could be the beauty and I could be the monster. For a free ride, bring it on me.
All right, who wants to win themselves a basketball? Woo. All right, you saw where the bar was set for that dancing. I need to see that. First of all, hang on, I saw a kid earlier. He's dressed up really, really good. Where is he? No? Oh, there you are. Hello. What's your name? Solomon. How old are you, Solomon? 10. Nice. Who's your favourite player? Tukaha Kupa. You win yourself a ball because you look freaking amazing. I said freaking never knew. Nice work. All right. Go back to your seat so I can see. I can't see properly when you're in front of me because I tend to just look straight ahead. All right. Here's my DJ. Can you control this? All right, guys. All right, in your seats, show me your moves. Go.
Welcome back to Fly Palmy Arena. Hawks have it by 3 at the half. And as you can see, they don't mind dressing up here in Palmerston North, and I've got to tell you, folks, that get up there isn't too far away from what Brooke Rusco brings to the commentary box every game in the Cells NBL. That is commitment.
How good is that? And that's what it's all about, right? You get down here, it's a Tuesday night with the family, have some fun, get dressed out, watch a high level of basketball, and just spend time with the family. It's awesome to see.
And it is happening right around New Zealand in the Cells NBL. Fans coming out in big numbers, viewers tuning in. Every game, of course, live on Sky Sport. And they certainly have some fun. Benny always getting the fans up and going here in Palmerston North. Hawks have it by 3 at the half. Now, one of the biggest stories in basketball over the last week, maybe for the season, broke yesterday, Brooke Rusco, and that was the news of Aaliyah Dunn, champion player, of course, in the ANZ Premiership for the Central Pulse, had a wonderful season, goal shooter, scorer extraordinaire, and the news was she is signed to play in the GJ Gardner Ta'ihi competition tipping off tomorrow night. She signed with the Tokomanua Queens, and it made big, major national news yesterday.
How good is this? Just to have these girls back out there and actually brimming with confidence off another win in the ANZ Championship, and she's also going to be out there with Paris Mason as well. So
both junior tall ferns in the past, by the way, so they know their way around a basketball court.
Yeah, so I'm not really on speaking terms with Aaliyah at the moment. She's left my post and she's off to play for the Tactics, but that's neither here nor there. It's great to see her in the league this year, and it's just another person that we can add to the list that we get to watch week in and week out, and that's awesome to see. It's just great to see.
Oh, I love the cross-code stars in women's sport as well. And you mentioned a couple there. In fact, Paris Mason has represented New Zealand netball, basketball, and I think touch as well.
I think you're right. I think she's played touch as well. I'm pretty sure she's only 19 years of age at the moment as well. So I could be wrong with that, but just extraordinary talent, and how good to have someone like that in our league.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Of course, game 1 tomorrow night in the Ta'ihi basketball.
Go the Queens.
Pouakai up against Hoiho, 7 p.m. tomorrow night on Sky Sport. And then the second game of the season is Saturday afternoon from 3 o'clock. And that is the Queens up against, they are taking on, I'll remember it, they're taking on the Phi on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Are we allowed to show bias, or we have to be impartial?
You can do whatever you want.
All right, go the Queens. Go the Queens.
Whatever you want. I'm going for the whole competition.
No, way to play the fifth, mate.
Well, what do you think here? Jets within 3. Shane Temeter coming to life in that second quarter. A huge chance here for the Jets to climb up into that middle pack on a ladder that is so tight at the moment. The Hawks, as we've said, down a couple of starters tonight, and stars, Ethan Rusbach and Hiram Harris. They're away on national team duty. Huge opportunity for the Jets.
2 words, must win. How do they go about that? Shane Temeter, I don't think he spends much time on the bench here in this, second half. He played 14 minutes, but was a spark plug, 17 points there, and I think you have to leave the beast out there. You have to leave your imports out there. This is why you pay them the big bucks to come over here to win these games. There's no point in saying, what if? We got you over here. Now reward us. Go out and win this game for us. And, if you're the Hawks, you're up 6. You're without 2 of your troops, 2 of your soldiers. You're probably happy with this lead at the moment, but there was a point there where you were up 12. How do you get back to 12? How do you extend that to 15, 17, 20? Close the lights, close the doors. 20 minutes to find out and tell. Can't wait for this one.
Just about set to go. In fact, we're underway. Cells NBL action proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Live on Sky Sport. Here's Crawford. He was great in the first half. Bohannon looks like he's come to play. Big shot and a fantastic start. Salmon puts it down from the wing, and just like that, within seconds, it's all tied up.
Yeah, well, that helps.
Here's Hunt inside on Bohannon. Tough shot, doesn't get the roll. Loose ball. The Green Machine are going to come up with it. And back they come through Crawford. Can they open up with back-to-back baskets here? Momosia will certainly try his best. He's hit nothing but glass.
Oh, the door's open, that's all right. We started the second half. Just close that door up. We'll be all right.
Maybe a couple of doors are wide open. AG spinning to the basket, tried to hand it off to Hunt. Bohannon got a hand on it, falls to Momosia. Here's Najdawi, who's been in everything so far tonight. Back to back maybe for Salmon? No. Was unable to swim upstream with his second look.
And you were right. I was hoping it wouldn't be too much as Albertson misses that shot, but Daron limped off at the end of that
Hasn't come back out.
first half, and Derek Albertson's out there to start this second half, and
Robert
Crawford
Crawford.
there.
Jets back-to-back threes to start this second half. They're out by 3. We'll get a shot of Daron in a moment and see what's happening on the sidelines, but he has not started this second half.
It's been really interesting. Who steps up? Who takes over? This man has to be one. There's no two ways about it. Jordan Hunt needs to be a huge part of this team in the second half. AG is the other one. And the other interesting thing will be is the Hawks play at such a quick pace. They play at such a quick tempo.
Well, and Daron's a big part of that, isn't he?
Oh, they've lost all 3 of their guys that push the pace and push the tempo. So, let's pump this to 3. I don't know if you're allowed to do the 3 sign right after you airboarded and then you hit a 3. I think there should be a rule around that. Nonetheless, though, great 3. And what you do love is that he played with confidence. He easily could have given up that shot. Basketball is all about confidence. You just want him to keep out there, keep playing, keep shooting, keep pressuring the defense. But going back to this Hawks team, as the Jets take a 6-point lead with this timeout, is what sort of brand of basketball do they play here in the second half? Do they go completely away from what they've done all year long and try and slow this game down? Let Jared Kenny control the pace of the game, try and get stops and just run your offense through? Or do you still play the same style of basketball that you're so used to without your 3 heavy hitters?
Well, what I am really impressed by is clearly somebody downstairs heard you talk about the breeze flowing through here at Fly Palmy Arena and went and shut the doors. And all of a sudden,
you're welcome.
good call by you. 3 triples in a row to start this
Am I being
second
harsh
half.
with that? Or should there be a rule if you airball one and then you make the next 3 that you shouldn't be allowed to
Just run back.
just run back, eh?
Just run back.
Make the second one, throw it up.
Absolutely. Other than that, stay calm.
Nah, you know what I think it is? We're old school. We're boring. That's what it is.
Well, there is Daron. Now, just looking at that limp, I don't know if it's a hip or maybe foot, ankle. You can see him with the hands around the right ankle there, clearly in some discomfort. Who would have thought we could be looking at no Rusbach, no Harris, and now no Rakawa? Can Albertson respond in and out? They needed that. AG can't get a handle on it. And back come the Jets.
And we're not sure what it is. Is it a hip? Is it an ankle? But one thing we can guarantee is that it's a worry.
It is a worry. Bohannon's a worry. Bohannon scores. And they are on a run right now. Taking flight. The Manawatu Jets. Bohannon all over Hunt. Here's AG. Hands it off inside and they'll get bailed out here. You probably want to see Jordan Hunt or Tawan AG go to work there. In the end, they're looking for a cutting guard and coaching staff not happy with the result.
The assistant coach Kane has spent a lot of time, used to play for the Jets.
He spent some time coaching his team last season as well, of course, Kane Hokianga. Here's AG. This time he's going to go to work by the looks of it. He's wrapped up by John Bohannon. They shake hands, pat each other on the back. Good contest.
Love it.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Here is that contest between John Bohannon and Tawan AG. In the end, bit of a bear hug.
Thinking a couple things here. One, if the Hawks win this game, to me personally, this will be the biggest win for them of the season.
There we go. I like that.
If they can grit this one out, doesn't matter if they win by 1, they win by 20. If they get the win on this one without their 3, superstars, this will be the biggest one for them of the season. Vice versa, I think they need to go for the knockout blow pretty soon if you're the Jets. Get this thing out to 20. No mercy, no surrender. Throw everything at it. Show the dogs. And blow this game out quickly. Otherwise, give this team hope and the likes of Jared Kenny can just own this game, and who knows, Tyrone might come back and find some rhythm late in this game.
Well, in less than 4 minutes, it's an 11-zip run by the Jets. So they have responded in a major way. Coach Natu Tufale with the words at half-time. But, of course, the biggest difference to what we saw in the first half to what we see now is no Tyrone Rakawa.
Yeah, and he was playing with extreme confidence. And one thing that never wavers with Tyrone is his confidence. But he came out and was getting to his sweet spots. He was just kept the scoreboard ticking over. And now the question is, who steps up and does this now as Jordan Hunt goes back to the bench?
Jared Kenny converts both from the Resine line. 82% free throw shooter this season in the Zealand NBL. Opening points of the half for the Hawks. Exeter finds AG with a long time to look at the hoop. He can't drop it either.
It's a real thing in basketball. Sometimes you're too open. You have too much time to think about it, and it just seems that AG had too much time on that one.
Bohannon to the corner. Here's a man that doesn't need much time. Temida dumps it inside to Najdawi, who's fouled by Jared Kenny. And customary for JK, when he is called for a foul, he usually has that look of bewilderment on his face. Who,
That was
me?
a foul. Yep, that was a foul. That's just another vet movie now. Keep them guessing.
Najdawi, 10 points, 10 rebounds in the game. Double-double at the Resine line now. And you'd be... I was going to say, for Najdawi, you'd be mistaken for the season that he's had because he just creeps up on you, doesn't he? He has had a good year, Zain Najdawi.
Solid year. Just coming up on 17 points a game and just under 10 rebounds.
And he's doing it all again tonight, playing his role. Here's Bartlett. He wants AG. Elects to go to Bailey. Bailey now dribbling through the paint, working on Bohannon. Bohannon slaps it down. You can get that stuff out of here, Quentin Bailey.
And just stood his ground. Knows how long and athletic he is. And if you're Bailey, I think you just need to look at the rim a little bit earlier. Got it on the elbow at the free throw line. We see Tyrone get back in here, but just look at the rim a little bit earlier. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Great job. Way to get to the line, finish through contact.
He has responded just like that, Quentin Bailey. I swear some of these players hear you, Brooke Rusco, down there on the floor. 10 points for Quentin Bailey in the game now, which is a good return. We did say he was one that had to step up tonight, averaging 4 points a game this season in just 14 minutes of action. So far tonight, he's just ticked past 12 minutes and he's got 10 in the game. Here's Crawford. He'll fire away from long range. Robert Crawford.
Tough three.
Give him the ball.
No, welcome sign here though as Tyrone gets back on, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes here. How much movement does he have?
14 in the game now for Crawford. Tyrone is fouled there by Momosia. So this is interesting times here because it didn't look like he's been over there on the sidelines getting work from a trainer or a physio or anything like that. He's just been twisting and turning his own ankle, it looked like.
Maybe he was just after something, you know. He's, oh, well, let this league get out. Let me find a spark.
He's stretching again.
He's gone straight at Paif Momosia on this one, and Paif's not going to back down from anyone as well, and neither is Tyrone, so watch them close out this game. It's going to be a nice little battle.
I'm no medical expert, but it just seems like...
No, I am. What do you need?
Well, it looks like a hip pointer. You can just see him there. He's stretching again and right hand on that right hip. You are a master of hip injuries, actually.
I actually am, and yeah, that didn't look like a Charlie.
You missed the best part of nearly a decade with a hip injury.
Oh, man. Yes,
that's another story.
Story for a different time, but
we'll keep that for another night in the Zealand
gosh,
NBL.
did I ever? Would have been in the NBA if it wasn't. And maybe it is something because Tyrone is, he's reliable from the free throw line and misses two there, and maybe it was just something to do with that hip.
Will the Jets get it back? They will. The Hawks not happy about it. Mick Downer actually leaving the sidelines, down on the baseline there, having a chat to Sharon Martin. So clearly the Hawks not happy with that call. Mind you, the referee's right on the spot. Now that you can go against that. Here is Robert Crawford. How about that from the big Jets import? Number 2 in green. Back-to-back threes.
We said, hey, knockout punch needs to come, and back-to-back threes, and as David Saul would say, that was 0 for awesome, both of those.
Can Bartlett respond? Back of the iron. Momosia going in hard with Exeter. How's the contact there? Jack Exeter with the shoulder. That's nasty. The response there, certainly no harm intended by Paith Momosia. That's just 2 players going in hard at the contest, but the way that Jack Exeter's bounced off that looks a nasty right shoulder injury.
Yeah, it does not look good, and the last thing that the Hawke's Bay Hawks need to see right now is the Roans taking a knock without their captain, without their MVP. Exeter has been playing with confidence all year long and stepped up again early in this game.
Well, you can see the concern there from Coach Mick Downer. Trainer is with Jack Exeter, has not moved from that position. Not sure if we'll get the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, but heavy contact between the 2 players, both going after the ball. Commitment at 100%. Here it is again. There's the shot from Everard Bartlett. Now watch this come out. They just go hard. You can see the concern straight away from Paith Momosia. Here's another shot of it, and you'll see them just both going at it, and straight away Jack Exeter reaches for that right shoulder, and that looks like a serious injury at the moment.
Doesn't look like it's dislocated, and as I said before, I have my doctor's degree, part-time physio, but hopefully he's okay.
I'm looking for bigger now.
When do you wake up from that dream, by the way?
Thursdays, I think.
Time out in this game. All of a sudden, just the wind taken out of the sails of this one. Look at this, though. The Jets were down by 3 at the half. They're now out by 12 points in this game. It's been some sort of a run. 19-4, third quarter. There is Jack Exeter. We've had a stop in the game. He's got the ice on the right shoulder. Anyone who thinks that basketball is a non-contact sport, the commitment by those 2 young men then was absolutely top shelf.
Yeah, and if you play a back-to-back, you've got a weekend of back-to-backs, and every now and then they sneak 3 games in on you. Hey, waking up on that Monday morning, I can tell you it's definitely a contact sport, and this is a big moment in this ball game. It's a 12-point ball game right now. 4 minutes to go here left in the third quarter, and Jets season on the line. How can they push this thing out to 15 points? Can they get it to 20 before the start of this fourth quarter? On the other side of the ball game, how do the Hawks get this thing back to 10? Can they trim it down to 8, 6, heading back into the fourth quarter and put some pressure back on the home team?
Well, you just saw there, Daron is clearly troubled by that. It looks like a right hip. He's hobbling. But such is the character. He's out there. Robert Crawford, what a game he's had tonight. What a third quarter he's had over the last few minutes. Back-to-back triples.
And tough triples as well. And
he's out to 17 in the game now. Back underway. Some injury concerns for the Hawks. They're down 2 stars on international duty, and they've got a couple of their star guards hobbling at the moment. Temera can't hit, but they get it back, and he'll go to town. Just like that, Shane Temera down the lane, flushes it exactly the way Brooke Rusko called it in the first half.
Hey, we said it, turn your wrist. Check the time. Did just that. Big, strong finish. The lane parted like the seas, and exactly what you need to do.
19 off the pine tonight for Temera. That's his season average. He's there already with a good 13 and a bit minutes to go in this game. Jordan Hunt has been fouled back the other way. He's at the Racine line. Hawks just need to settle down here. They've got to stop the flow at the other end. and they can't afford to miss that. And you want to know how big a miss that is? Jordan Hunt is 90% from the Resine line this season. They're rattled a bit at the moment, and the second one's out as well.
That's 4 free throws because Daron is a 91% free throw shooter as well, and he just missed 2. So 4 free throws from arguably the best 2 free throw shooters in this league. Is huge, and I don't know if you saw that one just there as Pay fits. So now you can throw it up.
Get that hand up, young man.
But it looked like as Daron just made his way to the bench and hobbled there, that might be him for this one tonight.
It is a downtown party at the moment for the Jets, and nothing dropping for the Hawks.
It just looks like there's a lid on the rim at the moment.
Let's see if Jordan Hunt can respond. He can't, but he is back to the stripe. Down by 17. What a turnaround this has been. 24-4, third quarter. And it has been raining triples.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that the Hawke's Bay Hawks are actually doing what they need to do. They need to get momentum back or just halt the momentum of the Jets. And how do you do that? You get to the free throw line. The problem is that they're not converting once they get to the free throw line. So they need 2 here from Jordan Hunt.
Well, he's just missed 2.
There we go.
He makes that one. And I think you're right. Daron Rakawa probably done for the night. Down the end of that Hawks bench in the background there. It's a sorry sight with Exeter and Rakawa.
And now we just hope that they might be up for this ball game, but it's nothing more than that.
Jordan Hunt battling away. Bailey's been good. Big contact there. Najdawi's going to get done for the block. How much time has this man spent on the floor tonight?
A body on the line, and I think it's the right call. Hart was in the right place. I think you read it. Was just a little bit late with it, and Bailey heads to the free throw line, and
he'll go through 3 tubes of deep heat tonight.
Oh,
Zane Najdawi.
Might have to add some Tiger Balm and some Nurofen in there too.
Here's Quentin Bailey. Can the Hawks hang in there? Still a long way to go in this game.
Hey, but this is perfect. If you coach McDowner at the moment, momentum has been completely with the Manawatu 2 Jets, and like we said, you got to get to the free throw line, but once you're there, you have to convert it. 4 quick points. Can they get another stop here?
Both of these teams have a bit of a break after this one as well. They're not in action again through round 10, so they've got a good, 10-day break at least minimum. Got to throw everything at this game as Tuka Cooper does exactly that. Gets the roll, Tukaha Cooper. Bailey is wrapped up by Crawford.
Just a mismatch down the other end as Bohannon got down there, and that was easy as days with the putback. But hey, back to the free throw line. Another 2. Stop the run and the flow of the game for the Jets.
Hawks are 7 of 15. 7 of 15. Make that 8 of 16. So going at 50% from the Resine tonight. The Jets back the other way are 7 of 8.
Yeah, and if we were just being brutally honest, it's just not going to get it done. But there's 6 in a row from the free throw line, and there's a 13-point ball game at the moment. Can they get this thing back to 10? Can they get it back to 8?
24-10 run now in this third quarter. The Jets have certainly gone into overdrive. Hawks are battling injuries. Temeda's had some sort of a night. That one not too far away. Bohannon with another rebound. He's starting to get active off the glass. The number 1 rebounder in the competition. How about that finish? Tukaha Cooper starting to be a presence as well.
Yeah, he is, and did a good job of just getting behind the defense, and great pass from Bohannon. But that's just a coach killer as well. They had the offensive rebound there, and they put them back up.
Has 8 rebounds now, Bohannon. Jordan Hunt and Quentin Bailey teaming up for a nice basket.
Yeah, now the problem for the Hawks is they're finally seen the ball go through a few times. It's down the other end, so you got to get some stops.
Yeah. Bohannon. Nice move by the big man. Claps his hands in disappointment at the miss. Everard Bartlett, this would be handy. Bailey's playing some sort of a game as well for the Hawks. Maybe his best game of the season. Here's Jordan Hunt with some space. Set up by Jared Kenny. Good basket for the Hawks. Kenny and Hunt working together.
That was really, really nice from Jared Kenny. Probably would have gone missed. But he took that extra dribble, made Bohannon commit, made Jordan Hunt's defender commit, and last minute found that scoop pass. And
well, he's one of the best in the business, Jared Kenny's been doing it for years.
Yeah, and he made it look easy, and he doesn't want to be sub right here.
I think he
AG didn't even want to sub him either.
I think he wanted to stay out there. JK, leave me in, coach.
And this might just be a minute break. But if they can get another stop here.
It's his third foul as well, so maybe just to settle things down through to the start of the last. But hey, they're back to 10. So they're not going away, the Hawks. As you said, it would be some sort of a win if they get up tonight. They get the steal, back they come, maybe to single digits. Yes, Quentin Bailey. How much have we talked about this young man tonight?
Get up, young fella. Saw himself in transition. Finish on the rim.
Temperter closed down by black singlets. Draws the foul.
Shane Tamata's got the greenest light in the Zealand NBL.
In fact, I'm not sure the foul was called in the end, out of court. Off that baseline. So the Hawks breathe a bit of a sigh of relief there. And the Jets will get possession back. Just over 30 seconds to play. Bohannon. Temperter getting up. Clean defense by Jordan Hunt. And you might have noticed there that John Bohannon's had a number change in all of that as well. Here's Temperter.
That was a good no call there as well.
Skips around, back out. Shane Temperter can't complete. Collis was there for the rebound. Albertson right there with him as well. 20 seconds to play. Jets have the foul trouble this quarter, but they have responded. They're out by 8. The Hawks have come back.
And this would be huge if they get a bucket here.
And smart play by Tawan AG. And Robert Crawford knows it as well. He fell for the 2-card trick then. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Look at AG here. He knows what's going on. Just uses that hesitation and patience to get Crawford off the floor.
And who would have thought, 2-3 minutes ago, I was going to wait. I've learned about the curse. That with 3.8 seconds to go here in this third quarter, that there was potential for it to be a 6-point ball game.
Well, it was a 19-4 run. It's now a 28-19 run. So it was plus 15. Now it's plus 9. So they've definitely got themselves back into this one. The Hawks, Collis on the buzzer, who's had a pretty good season from distance, goes at 57% from the arc. The backup forward for the Jets. It was the Hawks by 3 at half-time. Third quarter belongs to the home team. Hawks with some injury concerns. Jets lead it by 6. Got a feeling we've got an exciting last quarter on the way in the Zealand NBL tonight. Stick with us.
No, you're not running. Finish. Show them. Quick. Okay, go finish. All right, this is what you're going to do. All right, you're going to crawl like that. All right, stop there, Benny. All the way to the end. All right, spread out. You don't need to stand on each other. Right, spread out. You ready? Ready, Benny? Get set. Go. Cheer them on. Cheer them on. Go, go, go. Hey, we got a winner. Keep it going, little man. Keep it going. All the way, all the way, all the way. Cheer him on, cheer him on. Give it up, give it up. Woo! Yeah, nearly there, nearly there. Yes, you did it. Well done, guys. High five. High five, high five. And you're our winner. Double high five. Boom. And again. Double. All right, what's your name? Pinnan. 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 There you go. Well done. Congrats. taken himself away. Come this way, follow me. A GJ Gardner Holmes basketball. Oh, sorry, Benny, well done. Alright, it is our last quarter. We have 71-65 on the score to our property broken Jets. Let's give it up, Palmy. Come on, make some noise.
Quarter to play here on a Tuesday night in the Zealand NBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Holmes. We've got a game for you tonight, folks. Justin Nelson, Brooke Rusco with you. Jets answering in that third quarter. They lead by 6, and this man is keeping the Hawks in it. Quinton Bailey, 16 points tonight, Brooke. He's having his best game of the season. They have answered the challenge late in that third quarter, but they still trail by 6.
Yeah, they do, and you're right. Quinton Bailey's he's come out and performed tonight, and they've needed him. He's up to 16 points now in 17 minutes and done a good job defensively. It's just been a big, strong body. Probably came in a little bit earlier than he was expected, with Jordan Hunt picking up 2 early fouls, and he's made Coach McDonough keep him out there.
If you've just joined us, some injury concerns for the Hawks as well. Crawford couldn't miss anything in that third quarter. Comes up short on that long-range shot. Here's Bailey again. He's feeling it tonight. Back to the Racine line for Quinton Bailey. The man from New Plymouth, of course, was with the Rams last season in the Zealand NBL. One of those 4 Rams that followed Mick Downer from the South Island to the North Island. Converts. And he really is keeping the Hawks in this one. He's been fantastic.
He's playing really, really well and did exactly what he needed to do off that rebound. And
there's that curse.
Jared Kinney just pushed the pace and rim runned well.
Getting up, Shane Temerer going for home. Fouled by Quinton Bailey, who's everywhere.
And what you like to see, though.
Jets number 3 back to the line. Look at that. Ball under the arm. Getting up. Ever since he heard you talk about finger roll layups in the first half, he's been trying to throw it down.
And I've talked about his social media a couple of times, but that's how I know he's athletic.
Actually, quite a few times
yeah,
tonight.
Well, he's always posting his, his practice dunks. That's how I know he can fly, he can get up. Real balancing act as well, and we gave him his props and absolute credit all first half, and especially in that second quarter. But
I don't follow him at all on social media, but you know what I'm doing as soon as we get off air tonight, don't you?
Absolutely, you need to. But it's a real balancing act because he's got a green light and he plays with extreme confidence, but there's a couple times there in that third quarter where they just...
Oh, Jordan Hunt! How's that on the reverse? And they mean business, the Hawks.
Just hanging around.
You said it a couple of times in that third, that if the Hawks can get this one tonight, maybe their best win of the season. AG nearly on the putback. That would have been handy. Now the numbers sit with the Jets. And great block. How about that from Jordan Hunt? The best rim runner in the business. Defensive transition. That is one of the best blocks you will see this season in the Zealand NBL. And Jared Kinney responds at the other end. What a passage of play.
Rewarded.
Take a bow.
The hustle, the effort. That's what you need. It's the fourth quarter. You're missing your 2 dogs. Great job, Jordan Hunt.
Wait till you see that again. That is right up there for Play of the Week. Round 10, Zealand NBL. Mark that one down. They've got it back, the Hawks. Have a look at this on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Look at Jordan Hunt. He's come from nowhere. That is absolutely superb. That's elite.
Way to not give up on the play, young fella. And Coach McDonough, nothing happier than that. See the hustle, the heart.
That's a game turner right there.
Rewarded with, the 3 from Jared Kinney. They did a great job of collapsing the defense, went into the post.
What's a 5-point play?
Yeah, it's a swing.
No doubt about it. Here he is.
To the setup a couple times here to start this fourth quarter.
And AG Does well there. Najdawi with the foul. Let's see if we can get that replay again from the baseline. Just look at how far back Jordan Hunt comes from. It is quite amazing, the determination. Look where he is. He was in the back court. Well, that is superb.
Great job, Jordan Hunt. And
there's a message there, Brooke. Never, ever give up. Were you about to say the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. Took the words out of my mouth.
That's hard to do. AG makes the first. Have a look at the score.
We got ourselves a tie game. You know, in the third quarter, we said, how do the Hawks get this one back? How do they shift the momentum? And we said that they had to get to the free throw line, but they had to convert. Now the question is, the Jets, what do you do? How do you get momentum back? You were just up big.
They're up by 17.
Yeah, just up big there in that third quarter. And just like that, it's blown back with Daron out of this ball game now. I think for me, the answer is, starts with Payton Momosia. He's the captain, he's the point guard of this team. He needs to take control of this game. That doesn't mean he has to go out there and score every point and make every assist.
I'll tell you what, some good news here. Jack Exeter's back on the floor.
Yeah, shoulder looks good, and I saw him pressuring Payton Momosia to get the ball up. But just control this game. Get your troops in the right place. Get the right guys, the right shots. How do you get Najdawi another shot? How do you get Crawford more? Where's the switches? Where's the mismatches?
Momosia gets Exeter off the floor, misses the shot though. And the Hawks finding some confidence. We'll have a lot of people watching on from the Bay at the moment on Sky Sport. Too long in the paint against Tawan AG. You don't see that called too often. But clearly he had set up the camper van and the campfire.
Just missing the tent and the cup of tea. I think Jordan Hunt gave up a wide open three there as well. Momentum's on this side, extremely capable three-point shooter. Was open enough to put that bad boy up, and I think if he went back on it, he'd shoot the ball.
Here's Bohannon. Oh, Najdawi, way too much space there. Should have converted that. How about John Bohannon getting after it? And AG's now down hurt as well. Gee, there's been some stories in this one. AG's still down the other end of the court. You can just see him come into picture there. He's limping. Look at that right leg. And this is disastrous news for the Hawks. They have copped a pounding tonight. Let's have a look at this. Watch AG going up with Bohannon. There it is. That right leg just getting caught up in John Bohannon coming down, and he's being helped off at the moment. Tawan AG. That's bad news for the Hawks, holding that right knee in some pain.
Yeah, those awkward falls always tough to try and call, and you hope that's just, you know, a smack, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain over there. And
here's another angle of it on the rebound. Not the first jump, the second one right there.
Tough to see.
Yeah, that did not look good.
And I really double down on this now. If this is the win that the Hawks get, Daron Rokar is out. He's their point guard. They're missing out their captain and Ethan Rusbach, and also
Star Hiram Harris.
It's the three-headed snake that they've got. They're missing out on all of them, and now AG. If they get this win, Justin, it has to be the biggest win of the season.
Probably the biggest win of the season by any team, to be honest, with everything that's going on around them. I mean, they've had everything thrown at them.
They were down 17 at one point.
Just incredible. Crawford, massive 6.5 minutes coming up. Strap yourselves in. Bohannon's going to have to fire away. This would be a miracle. Short on the iron, loose ball. They may get it back, the Jets. They do.
And this is where it's going to be huge.
Salmon makes it. Drains it.
Big three. This is where it's going to be huge for the Hawks.
Klein Salmon with the three. Timeout called.
They need a box out. Great initial defense. It's the second or third time already here in this fourth quarter that they've allowed that second or third chance with offensive rebounds. And you know, AG's out now, one of their big bodies.
Oh, he's standing up there. That's a good sign. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? I'll tell you how important this game is for these two teams. Let's bring the Zealand NBL ladder up. This is how it looked at the completion of round 9. Of course, Tuesday night basketball tonight, we're tipping off round 10. So this is how it looked at the end of round 9. You can see the Hawks there in 3rd. Look at the Jets down in 9th. They win this game. They jump to 10. All of a sudden, they're in that mix for the top 6, but they're only a couple behind the Hawks. I mean, that's how close it is.
And what a league to be a part of. And we've kind of whispered at this, we thought all year long, that maybe if you got 9 wins, then you would be safe to make it into the playoffs. I don't know if it's necessarily 9.
I don't know what is safe.
The Giants with a game in hand over the Tuatara at the moment, looking comfortable at the top. And, the way that they are playing basketball, just the team basketball that they're playing at the moment, I expect the Giants to be in there. Tuatara with a 4-game losing streak.
Well, as we started to talk about in round 9 as well, it's also about the splits between the teams, the head-to-heads.
Well, I'll leave that to you.
Well, I mean, we saw the Saints over the Bulls get the head-to-head there in just an amazing turnaround from week to week. This is the first time these two teams have met this season, so the margin and the win is all important. The race for the final 6 is electric in the competition. 2022 season. If you're not impressed yet, there's something wrong. And this one's not over.
Yeah, and I know that the Jets won't go into their shell at the moment because they've got their 3 imports out there. But if you're the Hawks,
and there's one of them.
Good strong finish.
How's the finish by Robert Crawford?
Good play, good movement as well. Got him cutting over the top there, and no weak side defense. If you're the Hawks, you can't go into your shell at the moment. At this point of the game, you normally would have gone to a Derone, an Ethan, a Hiram is rips through on the mismatch and finishes well. But you need to play with confidence. You need to put those shots up. You need to keep attacking, and positive signs that AG is back out there as he lands a little bit gingerly there.
That is a real positive, because a minute and a half ago it did not look good, did it? Here's Kenny Bohannon with his 3rd block of the game. AG, now he'll test this leg. Has a couple to beat. They're surrounding him. Gets it out to Bartlett. Up fake, trademark stuff. Everard Bartlett. Well, that is 101 for the 36-year-old. Stamp it and post it. That is Everard Bartlett to a T.
You're right, that is his bread and butter. He's made a living from literally doing that right there. And
Bohannon.
That's what we talked about. Offensive rebounds are going to kill the Hawks down the stretch here if they cannot keep those big bodies off the boards. But you're right, Everard Bartlett, that's his bread and butter. He will not die wondering as well. He won't be scared at the moment, so great player to have out there.
Cometh the man. Just about there.
Halfway down.
4-point margin. What a game. Here's Crawford. Pulls up, loves it from the elbow. We saw that a couple of times early in the game. That is his sweet spot, Robert Crawford. And he's out to 22. Now we're getting to the serious stage of the game. 6-point margin. Hawks were down by 17. Got back to it, 1 up. Now they've got to respond. Bohannon getting up big. Kenny, Albertson. Fantastic answer for the Hawks.
You're right, the silencer there. Huge 3-pointer there from Derek Albertson. And no, on the contrary, we were just talking about this before. The Jets have done a great job in this 4th quarter of crashing the O boards, and the Hawks have just done a great job there of crashing the O boards and hitting them with a 3-pointer of their own. As they switch down here, which is a tough mismatch. The finish as well.
How about that? John Bohannon in the blood singlet, wearing the number 1.
And they ran a turnout screen there, and it was just too easy. Derek Albertson has to get through that. They switched it early and found the mismatch, and Bohannon let him know.
He was pretty happy with that, wasn't he?
And it looks like AG's there saying the exact same thing. You got to get through that screen. Switch later, but the turnouts you got to get through.
I reckon if John Bohannon ever got the chance to walk down Cuba Street in Wellington, there'd be some barbers licking their chops, wouldn't there?
I love the throw.
Here's Albertson again, back to back. No, back of the iron, AG. Great to see him back on the floor. How is the pass?
Great pass, great block. We're in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes to go. 5-point ball game. He's out here giving no look behind the backs, and Bohannon with the recovery.
That's his fourth block of the game. Just over 3 to play. 5 in it. Here's AG again. Najdawi had a slap at it. I reckon Bohannon got a hand on that one as well. And the Jets get the stop.
And big stop and big rebound there, and they need to convert. We talked about this before. Paif Momosia, the captain, the point guard, needs to get everyone in the position, find the right person, the right shot, and they go to the man who's been big in the second half.
Crawford, turnaround jumper. Bohannon after it. Power on the boards, can't finish. What a contest, AG.
But another second chance rebound.
That pass a little bit too hot for Quinton Bailey. AG thought it came off the hand of Najdawi. I think AG going to take a break here. Great to see him back out there. Saw the concerned look there on the face of coach Mick Downer. Such a big game. It's had everything tonight, Brooke. Been a lot of fun.
You just hope these injuries, we've seen Exeter and Darone's been out, and now AG too, are nothing more than a big finish with the left. But nothing more than this game tonight. Huge implications on the season.
14 points and 14 rebounds. In the corner, there's that man again, Quinton Bailey. Game of the season for the Hawks, number 32. 20 points in the game. Leading scorer for the Hawks, and he keeps them in it.
It just seems to be that 3-4 point margin that just they cannot break. Crawford comes up with another big basket.
He has 24.
Give it up, defense.
He's a game-high scorer right now. Basket for basket. We're inside the last two. Jared Kenny, Bartlett, he's already hit one big three. Hits another. The 36-year-old.
Come on, Palmer, we've got to keep it going.
Big basket by Everard Bartlett.
Huge, and we talked about it. He's not going to be scared of the moment. 3-point ball game. They need to stop here. They need a rebound. They've got to stop.
Has it knocked away by Hunt and the Hawks. Inside 90 seconds. Here we go. Albertson. He's big on the three. In and out. Loose ball. Jordan Hunt comes up with it. They'll get another crack at it here, the Hawks.
And they don't need a three-pointer right here. Great pass.
There's the foul. In fact, was it a travel first? Yes, it was. Well picked up by the officials. Your call there?
Yeah, I think that was a travel, and I was just saying they don't need a three-pointer, and Jared did the right thing, got into the seams, found the man in the dead low, and just tough with the travel there. Don't want that little push shot.
Hawks have won the quarter 20-17. See Quinton Bailey, middle of the shot there. He has come to play tonight.
Yes.
We're ready. When I say go,
you can just see off to the right there, Daron Rakawa. That's one of the big stories tonight. Looks like a hip flexor or hip pointer, something like that.
Yeah, we went with pointer.
It's going to be a story out of this one. The Hawks have got a break after tonight, so too the Jets. They don't play again in round 10. Of course, being a Tuesday night game, they do have a nice chance to rest up. Jets by 3. We've talked about how big the win would be for the Hawks, given everything that's been thrown at them tonight. How big a win would it be for the Jets?
Oh, it's a must-win, and Coach Nati Tufali in that time out there, I'm sure, is telling the troops, boys, season on the line here.
Right here, yep.
Close this bad boy out. If we don't score, go down the other end, like your life depends on it, get through every screen, contest every shot, and do not allow them second chance points. Go and grab that rebound.
Just saw John Bohannon there, 10 points, 14 rebounds, including 6 offensive boards, 5 assists, and 5 blocks.
Just quietly.
What a night tonight. Crawford's been everywhere, 24 in the game. inside the last 60 seconds. Some holding going on. That'll be against Derek Albertson. Interesting matchup on the switch. Albertson against Bohannon. But that may put Bohannon to the line. It will. He's at the regime. How big are these shots? He's only a 54% free throw shooter, but that's a handy one. They're out by 4. Forget the 54%.
His form looks better than 54%.
Well, he drops this one.
Man at the moment.
He'll be saying, toss that 54 away. Let's have a look at the second. Oh, no, he's back to 50. 4-point ball game. 50 seconds to play. Can the Hawks pull out a miracle here? Jared Kenny. Of course he can.
In perfect position. Quick basket. Allows you to set up your defense. Now you need to get a stop in the same thing. Do not allow the Jets to get an offensive rebound here.
Crawford gets to that favoured spot, comes up short, loose ball picked up by Hunt. Here they come, the Hawks. 30 seconds to play. 2-point ball game. Inside ball is too much for Quinton Bailey. The pass had too much on it. Jared Kenny just couldn't land it.
And just caught in 2-man.
Came off
two
it.
minds.
No, it's going to be a Jets ball. Oh.
Jarrett was calling for the screen. Bailey calling for the lob. As he came to see the screen through the lob pass. And
Temperter under pressure. They don't need to shoot early here. Crawford's picked it out. He knows what's on the clock. They can use some time. Temperter now, shot clock at 10. Crawford has a lane, there's a foul. And in the end, the Hawks will send Robert Crawford to the line. 2-point ball game.
And they just let them chew up way too much time on their clock. If you're going to foul, you needed to foul a lot earlier, and they had the chances to there as well. And maybe they were trying to.
78% from the Racine line this season, Robert Crawford. Hawks will be hoping that he misses one here. You can see how long's left in the game. 8.4 makes the first. Now this is a very important shot.
It didn't look like missing, and if he does miss.
25 in the game. He has missed. Clock ticking down to 6 to 5.
It's not set. The defense isn't set.
Can the Hawks tie it up? Bartlett from deep goes and misses. What a win. What a win by the Manawatu Jets. Look at the crowd, the Green Army. They're on their feet. John Bohannon says, get up. Get up out of your seats. Enjoy this one. Tuesday night action. What a game. Jets get it by 3.
It's a Tuesday. How do we deserve this type of basketball on Tuesday night? Massive win. 3-point win there from the Manawatu Jets. That man stood up in the second half, took over the ball game. Robert Crawford ended up with 25 points on 18 shots, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. I said, you know what? Let's get up 10 points on this ladder, boys, and congest it up a little bit more. And what a tail end of the season we are in for.
Are you not entertained? What a season it's been. He's going home happy.
And valiant effort from the Hawke's Bay Hawks. Undermanned, injuries throughout the game. Exeter, Rokawa, and AG battled and battled and battled. We're down 17 at one point. Had a chance to tie it up at the end. That's all you can ask. It looks dejected, but the effort they put in.
Oh, Jordan Hunt probably had the play of the game. I'm sure we're going to see that on repeat during the week. What about this team? The Jets. Down early. Got out by as much as 17. Hawks got their noses back in front. And they responded down the stretch. It's their 5th win of the season. When was the last time the Jets had 5 wins in a season? Forget about 2020. Any other season, when did they have 5?
Considering how they started the season as well.
0-5 to start the season, I think they were.
What Coach Natu Tafali has done to
it's great.
Get them back into this competition is tremendous, and he should take a bow for what he's doing at the moment. You know, alongside a very good friend of mine, Tia Tamata Frost, is the assistant coach, and also Matt Tahuna is in there as well. And Every win is vital in this competition at the moment, and that's a huge win there from these boys in green tonight.
Oh, that was fun. You fell off your chair about 30 times during that game. Let's have a look at the scorers tonight. Robert Crawford, what a game.
What a game. And they had balanced scoring because Shane might have found a rhythm there in the first half. Passed it to Crawford there in the second. Nashtawi was huge from top to bottom.
Look at
14
those
balls
rebounds.
for both of them. We said that was the killer, and Pink Momosia and Jared Kenny doing Jared Kenny things. 7 assists, Pay for 5, and shared the ball well. We talked about how well Bohannon passes the ball.
Halfway shot going down as well.
5 blocks. I talked about at the start of the game, they kind of looked like he didn't want to be here. I'm sorry, sir. I take that back. Great game.
Jets get it by 3 in the end. Very, very happy fans tonight in the Manawatu. Hawks actually won that last quarter. There's one fan holding the GJ Gardner-Holmes basketball. I bet you that's going to be filled with signatures shortly. One of the great things about the Cells NBL is everyone gets to meet the players after the game. Look at Robert Crawford. He may not be able to sign anything after the game.
Yeah, you deserve that, sir. Take your rest. And Hawke's Bay Hawks get a little bit of a break here with the injuries and international duties of a few of their boys.
Look at these
Much
games
needed.
coming up. Round 10, we have a break now till Friday night. Sharks and Tuatara. Tuatara have lost their last 4.
They have, and on the road, tough place to go and win.
Sharks won last week at home.
Full of confidence at the moment. Tuatara on that 4-game losing streak. They have to. There's no choice but to win this game. They need to go out there and get that. And Southland Sharks at the bottom of the table.
What about those two on Saturday night? We've seen the ladder. I mean, Giants are up the top, but Airs, Bulls and Rams all need to keep winning.
Man, do they ever? And that second game there, that Giants and Airs game, that for me is the game of the round. I cannot wait to see that for a couple of reasons. Giants top of the table, but the Airs are playing with this enthusiasm.
Maybe have the best 3 import combination in the competition.
Otago might be saying something about that, but yeah, definitely it's in the conversation. Corey Webster is welcome back into this league, and he's been lights out and on fire. And him against Sunday Det.
Yes.
One elite scorer, one elite defender. Who comes out on top? What a league.
Couple of games on Sunday, Nuggets and the Tuatara. So the Tuatara have the southern swing as they try and find some form. Saints in the Airs close out round 10 on Sunday, 5 o'clock in the capital. That'll be another full house. They are packing it out at TSB Bank Arena this season, doing a great job. Got that win against the Bulls, of course, a couple of days ago. Saints in the Airs, that is a huge game as well.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is, we talked about all these teams, and that's how exciting it is, but we didn't talk about the most storied franchise in the Cells NBL, in the history of this league, the Saints, who look like they might have been building some momentum over that last game, and can they push that out? So the fact that we didn't even talk about them, with the likes of Xavier Cooks on their team, how good is this league?
Tell you what we do need to talk about. GJ Gardner-Holmes, Ta'ihi Basketball Aotearoa tips off tomorrow night. Good luck to the Pouakai and the Hoi Hoi, and also to the other 3 teams as they get their season underway. There's all the details there. Every game live on Sky Sport. Can't wait to see the women out on the floorboards playing in this fantastic new competition. Huge support from Sky Sport and GJ Gardner-Holmes. And I tell you now, for any company out there, if you're looking to get behind something, get involved in sport, get involved in this competition. Some of the names running around in this competition, and Kiwis coming home.
Oh, just a delight to see, and you're absolutely right. Not necessarily that's being slept on at the moment, but I can guarantee you, once you see the product that goes out there, you're not going to miss a game.
Hope you've enjoyed it, folks. I can tell you now, Brooke Rusco is not going to sleep tonight. The Jets have got it by 3. Their season is up and going. Can they continue? The Hawks, a little bit of a blip on the radar. They've lost their last 2. Round 10 is underway in the Cells NBL. Hope you've enjoyed the action. From all the team here, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night for Ta'ihi tipping off a new era in women's basketball. Bye-bye for now.